Any kids.
Whether you think your child is taking them knowingly or inadvertently, authorities want you to be aware of the symptoms: drowsiness, slurred speech, lack of balance, memory problems, and/or increased anxiety. Knowledge is power, Sheriff Myers says. Power to educate and to make informed decisions, just like this mom did.
I think it has to start at home. The kids are starting younger and younger on harder drugs.
And we want parents to have knowledge, especially when they're dealing with their teenage kids and involving drugs.
Chance Walser, RTV6.
Right now, authorities are trying to determine how widespread this issue is. Anyone with information about drug-laced candies should contact Crime Stoppers at 317-262-TIPS. A split verdict for an Indianapolis man whose baby daughter disappeared nearly 2 years ago. A jury convicted Jeffrey Fairbanks of neglect, but acquitted him of murder. His 3-month-old daughter, Jana Riviera, disappeared in May of 2015. Her body has never been found, but she's presumed dead after a search that lasted several weeks and stretched across 3 counties. There were conflicting stories between Fairbanks and baby Jana's mother on what happened to the child. Happening tomorrow, sentencing for the man who denied killing a Metro police officer for 3 years until suddenly pleading guilty last week. With that plea, Major Davis II avoids the possibility of the death penalty. Instead, he'll face life without parole. Davis shot and killed Officer Perry Wren in July of 2014. That eerie recording and this picture pulled from Libby German's cell phone came from a specialized police team in Indiana, the state's Computer Crimes Against Children Task Force. Call 6 Investigates Paris Lubell got an inside look at that task force and what they're doing to help.
It's the same group of dedicated investigators that helped bring down Subway pitchman Jared Fogle and park tutor coach Kyle Cox, and now they're lending a helping hand in the Delphi investigation.
It's the picture and the audio recording that's been seen around the country. Pulled off Libby German's cell phone by this team.
Essentially, the idea is to try to recover the most useful evidence from the most likely places as quickly as possible.
The unit typically investigates child pornography or child seduction crimes, but it's not all the investigators do.
Investigators can provide specialized technical assistance in a wide variety of investigations.
And they did just that in Delphi, using their expertise to get the video off Libby's phone, which could be the key piece of evidence in the case.
It is hard to think of a particular crime that's been committed where there isn't digital evidence, where there isn't evidence that's stored in a cell phone.
Because the Delphi investigation is still ongoing, the unit couldn't talk about the specifics on their role in the investigation. But as an example, they showed us how they would gather data off a cell phone using an RTV6 iPhone.
Oftentimes, it's going to be a single video, a single image, a single piece of internet-based communication, text-based communication going back and forth that provides a crucial piece of evidence. In some cases, that's the only piece of evidence that will lead us to a previously unknown, unidentified victim or unknown, unidentified suspect.
It's this team and this specialized truck that allows the investigators the technology to dig and deliver details someone may not want exposed.
The investigators on this case are joining the hundreds of other state, local, and federal agencies helping on the Delphi investigation, all just with one goal, that's to find the killer. In Indianapolis, I'm Call 6 Investigates, Paris Lubell.